Catholic people know that they must attend Mass every Sunday. There are also other days where we're required to attend Mass, whether those days fall on a Sunday or not. What are those days when we're required to go to Mass that don't fall on a Sunday? There are 5 of them. The first one is January 1st, where we celebrate Mary, the Holy Mother of God. The second is August 15th, where we celebrate the Assumption. We remember Mary, who was assumpted into heaven. The second was on November 1st, All Saints' Day, where we remember all saints and holy people who have died and entered heaven. The next day, December 8th, is the date of the Immaculate Conception. And that's when we remember Mary's mother, Saint Anne, conceiving Mary. And then, of course, December 25th, which is Christmas Day. We celebrate and remember Jesus' birthday. Those 5 days, plus Sundays, are called the days of obligation. And that means those are the days when we're required to go to Mass. All across America, there are many dioceses who have added one extra day to that list. The Day of the Ascension. And that happens 40 days after Easter, when Jesus ascended into heaven. Many people understand the value of going to church on Sunday, but they may not understand the value of going those other days and meet it with some reluctance. So let me give you a little story. It's very similar to when I was a small child. My parents would force my brothers and sisters and I to go see my grandparents every single Sunday. But not just every single Sunday. If there was a special date, like one of my grandparents' birthdays or their wedding anniversary, we would have to go see them, even if we had just seen them that Sunday prior. And it might just be a couple days later where my parents would say, we have to go see your grandparents. And we would complain because we had just seen them. But my parents would take us and we would go. I have to admit, sometimes I would complain. I didn't really like to have to go all that often. But as I got older, I stopped complaining because I started seeing the value of visiting and spending time with my grandparents and building that relationship with them. Now that my grandparents are gone, I'm really thankful that my parents made us go spend all that time with them. Even today, when one of my grandparents' birthdays or special events pops into my head, I can remember that time that we spent with them. And this is very similar to the Catholic Church wanting us to go to church so that we can spend more time there and have a better relationship with God so that we can go to heaven. That's why we have to go to Mass. You know, especially at the beginning, we can be just like kids. We complain about it, but we put up with it and we go. However, after a while, we start to really appreciate it and we see the value that Mass has for us because of the relationship it helps us develop with God and all of the saints. So I'm very happy and thankful to the Catholic Church for requiring us to go to church. And I hope my little story helps you develop an appreciation for what the holy days of obligation are. And I hope that it will help you feel a little more motivated to attend church, not only on Sundays, but on those other days of obligation. Thank you, and God bless you.